Hey guys, welcome to Diecast Reviews. Time to review on Sarge with Cannon. He was released in the Radiator Springs series in, I believe, 2018. Has a deluxe. Obviously, it's just Sarge with like the cannon thing that he towed behind him in the scene in Cars 1 when McQueen went into Sarge's surplus hut. So that's why they made him a deluxe, because he's long, not because he's like big or anything. He's just long, and they can't fit him in a single package like that. Also, I guess the cannon thing is kind of big, but anyways, the kind folks in Radiator Springs become Lightning McQueen's friends for life. I hardly ever read that sentence there, because I really don't buy a lot of cars in the Radiator Springs line. Most of the cars, obviously, that are released in this line are re-releases, or the same cars over and over. So I don't really get a lot of cars from this series. So I hardly ever read that line, but you can see some other cars there. They are pretty cool, but were released in like 2009, I think, originally, actually, with Sarge, in like Sarge's like a 5-pack with Sarge and TJ, this guy, and this guy. So yeah, they have also been released, but it's nice for them to have been re-released in 2018, so people who didn't get that pack could get them. So here is Sarge out of the package. So he just kind of hooks on there to this cannon thing. You can get this out. All right, there we go. So let's take a look at Sarge first. Obviously, the Sarge that we all know and love so well. His eyes that one looks especially a little strange. I think this is a China release. This is China. Yeah, 2017, but also 2018 release. This is China still. But that does not look well. Those look like stickers almost, and they do not look very good on him. You've got the star there, along with a code of 984673. I think that's like a code for him in the military or something. Obviously supposed to represent a Jeep, a military Jeep. He's got this like military green. You can see the grill right there, the lights, his expression. I don't know, he looks just like Sarge, just a normal expression, I guess. Not happy, just neutral, I guess. Got the emblem right there. That is also on a surplus hut, I believe. You can see his tires are kind of like off-road tires there with treads in them. He's got a bunch of this looks like Morse code on here, but not Morse code, Braille. But I don't know if that's actually what that's supposed to be or not. Obviously, this is a different texture than him. Sarge is kind of like a matte finish, but this feels like a different texture than the rest of him. This part up here and all the releases. I think it's supposed to simulate a felt, almost like a felt top kind of thing, because it is actually textured differently on here. This is just a different finish. It's actually textured differently on the Precision Series version of him. We go to the pack. You've got 41 World War II, obviously World War II, 1941. I think Sarge is supposed to be a 1941 Jeep as well. Now this they've never actually fixed on the singles, I don't believe. So you can see he has green tires, right? So his spare should also be green, but it's just brown. The whole thing's brown, which is unfortunate. But it is fixed on the Precision Series version of Sarge here. Got like a gas can there, or whatnot. You've got some tail lights right there, and he's got kind of like these things bulging out, like right there, right there, all over him. Kind of nice detail there. So this hook right here, you can see, is the hook they would use to hook him up to the cannon thing. It's the same hook they used for the Radiator Springs. Oh, what was that line called? Oh man, I'm blanking on the name right now. The road trip line, that's what it was. The road trip line. I can't believe I blanked on that name. That was the series, and they used these same hooks on there. And I do think Sarge got he definitely got a trailer with him. I think I might have actually done a review on that on this channel. I'm not positive, but he definitely did get a trailer. So I think this was the same feature used on that Sarge as well. This is the same kind of thing they used on all the road trip cars that had a trailer. Actually, they used it on all road trip cars, no matter if you had a trailer or not. So here's the cannon for Sarge that he tows this way, but it's actually supposed to, go that way. That's where you fire from right there. So this is just plastic, nothing here. It's just like kind of the tow hitch. Right here is the actual cannon. So he's got the wheels that are very similar to Sarge's. The green part's just a little bit bigger, not quite as treaded actually. Yeah, it's not quite as treaded as Sarge's, but still treaded. Guaranteed no tailgaters. Obviously, if just someone's right behind you, you can fire the cannon and scare them, I guess. You've got some detail here. I'd assume this is like where you load it up. Obviously, this is where you fire it from. But it does look like a cannon. I will give them that. But yeah, the guaranteed no tailgater sign's kind of cool. Kind of funny right there. But yeah, that's the cannon. Obviously, all plastic, but still pretty cool. And obviously, you just hook it up to Sarge like so. You do want to kind of listen for a click, just so it's pretty sturdy on there. Not the best like radius when you turn. You can't really get a sharp turn in there, so you really can't move it to like Sarge to a 90-degree angle almost to have him like, you know, if I disconnect it here, facing like this and the cannon facing like that. You can put it like that without connecting it, but connecting it, you really can't move Sarge around, so I'm just like, you have to keep it in a straight line. Which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Really doesn't matter. We can hook it back up there. There we go. It does look pretty nice. Obviously, matches up quite well with Sarge, so I do like it. I do like the way they look together. Unfortunately, obviously, you can only put it together with this Sarge or the Road Trip Sarge, because this Sarge doesn't have, unless you have this thing, you can't hook it up. You could probably do a custom where you put this onto like the Precision Series Sarge and have Precision Series Sarge be able to tow that around, but really you can't put this together. But you know, if you just display it like that, it looks fine, I think. If you put it like that. Say this is the Road Trip Sarge from the set. That's why he's got the lights that light up. But I've brought out some of the Road Trip cars, or things compatible with the Road Trip, whatever you want to call it, to test with Sarge and with the cannon. So first here is the Road Trip Sarge. As you can see, there are the two different hooks. They're really virtually identical. They basically use the same thing for Sarge here. I wonder if it was a character that wasn't in the Road Trip, if they would have used the same mechanism, or if they would have used something else. I'm assuming because they had like the Sarge mold with it, they just decided to use that. But also, I wonder if Thailand will use that if they ever need to. So you can see it is compatible with Sarge. They're pretty easily. The Road Trip Sarge, which makes sense. It's the same mechanism. So I would assume I have a flow here. I brought out a Road Trip flow. I would assume the thing would go very easily with the flow. So there you go. And actually, this one has a nice turning radius. Flow is a nice turning radius there. So yeah, there's flow with the cannon, I guess. That's funny. And here is the trailer for Sarge. Obviously, Sarge with the trailer there. There it is. In case you were wondering, it's in there. I would assume this works pretty well with just the regular Sarge. Doesn't look too tight, but it's the same mechanism. Even the holes look to be the same on these two. But yeah, there you go. It does work with the Sarge. That's very cool. Actually has a pretty nice turning radius. I guess if you get past, if you kind of elevate Sarge there. So there you go. It looks pretty nice, actually. Just a regular Sarge with the trailer. Don't even have the Road Trip Sarge hook up with the trailer. That's pretty cool, actually. That's definitely pretty cool that it is backwards compatible, I guess, if you want to call it that. That's more of like a video game term. But it is compatible. So you can see the holes are exactly the same there. So yeah, let's give Sarge with cannon here on riding turntable. I believe he was actually canceled in like 2010 or something. Mattel wanted to release him, but they canceled him. But glad they did release him now. Or actually, a couple of years ago. Pretty cool release. I do like it. It's something different. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.